Hello, George Fasching here, helping you unlock your team's genius. In this video, I'm focusing on product roadmaps, a very important tool indeed when it comes to agile product management with Scrum. And this is another video in the series Power of 3, where I'm spending 3 minutes on sharing my top 3 tips and suggestions on any particular subject. So let's get to it and put 3 minutes on the clock starting now. So when it comes to product roadmaps that you use in agile working, the first thing to remember is that you want to focus on a few key bits and not overload the roadmap with too much detail. It is important that you focus on purpose, value and metric goals when it comes to any particular milestone that you have on the product roadmap. What is the purpose of that particular milestone? And the reason for releasing this chunk of value. What is the actual value that you're looking to create for the user, for the customer and the organization in turn? And what is the targeted shift in product metrics or product key performance indicators that you're looking to achieve by doing this particular milestone? So for example, it might be the goal might be to focus on customer acquisition, and the value that you're releasing to the user is this set of features which will help to solve these sorts of pain points, and therefore the organization will benefit from it in this and that way, and you're looking to increase the customer acquisition or user adoption by X% or X many users. So that could be a very brief example. The second thing to bear in mind is that you want to convey a decreasing level of confidence the further you go out on your roadmap, because of course there is more and more uncertainty for you the further you go out into the future, and there are a number of ways that you can do that. The most common one is to perhaps look at a low, medium or a high level of confidence, and of course the closer you are to it, the higher would be your confidence. Much better to some extent though is to actually reflect the anticipated or the confidence that you have and the level of uncertainty that is still remains based on time frames. So the milestone that you're currently working on, you can be quite certain and have that down to maybe a month. Next milestone further out, maybe 1 calendar month, and the further out you go, the bigger the target time frames for releasing that chunk of value, that milestone on your roadmap would be. And the last but very much not least thing, and the most important thing, is probably to bear in mind what the roadmap actually is. The product roadmap is a communication tool. It is not a contract. It is not a plan that is signed in blood and must execute it on exactly as it is. It is a tool that you can use for communication, firstly with your team as you're creating the roadmap and ongoing as you update the roadmap, but also with the stakeholders. It is a very good way for you to actually have that conversation with them, take information into account, give them an outline of the key milestones that you're taking, that you can currently foresee, in order to that are helping you to realize the vision that you have aligned on together with the stakeholders. And with that, you can ensure that they are very clear on what the outlook is and roughly what the timeframes will be, the value that you are returning for them, that are creating for them, and use it this way. And with that, our 3 minutes are up. Once again, thank you very much for your time and energy. I do hope that you found this useful. Please like, share and subscribe. In that case, also feel free to share any thoughts or comments or questions that you have in the comments below. And I wish you all the best for the practice with your team, and until the next video. Thank you very much and goodbye.